Hello, greetings and salutations. It's been a while. It's uh it's August now, 2025, which means I've been laid off for more than a year now. I was laid off last year, end of July 2024, and have been job hunting ever since then and had a couple, you know, interviews that got a couple rounds in and then ultimately got skipped over or got outright rejected right from the beginning. Lately, not too much has been happening, but I did actually get into an interview with a pretty cool company doing Ruby on Rails stuff and had a good interview with the CTO last week. And then I've got another follow up interview with the technical team, the three principal engineers on Monday. So hopefully that'll go well. It's been a long time since I've done any Ruby on Rails stuff, so that'll be really cool to get back into if I get this one. So, fingers crossed. In the meantime, I've been working on my master's in business administration for IT management, and that's all online, and I've been at it for a little over a month now, and I've gotten about 6 months worth of work done for the first term. Got it turned in, waiting to get access to the next classes, so hopefully I can get the whole thing done in 6 months, which would be really cool. So I just kinda wanted to make a quick video to let people know how life's going and where I'm at right now, and, if you know anybody who's unemployed and looking for jobs in this economy, especially in tech, right now it is really tough, but there are jobs out there. It's just kinda tricky because a lot of the time, the jobs that you find end up being fake, and you end up wasting time applying to them. And when you apply to a real job, you run the chance of, if your qualifications don't quite match up exactly to what they're looking for, then they might skip you over. And it can be kind of hit or miss. Like, they might want a very specific database or message queue or programming language or something like that. And you might know something similar and be able to pick up the thing that they want really quickly, but they might say, "No, we want exactly that." And if somebody else out there happens to have that, then, they're getting picked over you regardless of how well you might be able to actually do the job. So it's unfortunate, but it is how it's going right now. But anyways, to celebrate getting through my third graduate level course, I decided to bust open the bubble tea. Got this at Wegmans a month or so ago and had just been holding on to it until I had a good chance to celebrate. Says you've got to shake it well because it's got the tapioca boba pearls inside. So gonna go give this a pour and see how it turns out. Be right back. All right, got it shook up and let's see how this goes. This is a matcha bubble tea. Ooh, matcha green tea latte. It's from Wegmans. I don't know if I mentioned it's from Wegmans, but it's from Wegmans. They got some pretty cool stuff there. Let's see how it pours. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic. I should have grabbed a bigger glass. Oh no. No boba pearls in there. I gotta figure something out real quick. Hang on. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. I know what I can do. I got my coffee mug from earlier here. So let's see. Okay, there go all the bubbles. into the bubble tea. Oh, there's more hiding in the can. Cheers. Celebration. Oh, bubble tea's great. I haven't had a good bubble tea in a long time. So, anyways, yeah, life after being laid off for a whole year. I blew through the severance pay pretty fast and then did a lot of temporary work like DoorDash, data annotation for AI training stuff, substitute teaching, and then started working on the MBA last month. I've been trying to learn some React JS programming stuff and get a handle on that and playing around with building Twitch extensions. So figuring out how all those libraries work. Haven't had a whole lot of time for gaming, although we did pick up a Switch 2 thanks to Grandpa running out to the store and getting it the one day it was available. But as you can kind of see behind me, stuff is a bit disorganized. I got to go through and organize shelves and whatnot and clean up the office space. And I'm thinking I'll probably, push the desk forward a bit so that you can actually see a little bit more of it and pick up a little bit of the lighting differences. I had some RGB lights that I used to keep on the shelf, but you couldn't really see them too well if I lit myself up. So hopefully by adding that extra depth to it, that'll actually show. And then I've got a camera too that we bought while we were down in Florida and never really tried using it for streaming, but we'll see how that works out. It's a Sony A6000. If there we go. Hard to tell your right from your left when you're not used to being on camera. But yeah, this we got while we were down in Florida from a photographer guy that my wife knows. His I think his cousin had it, get rid of it because he didn't need it anymore. We were looking for a and use for behind the scenes stuff on a film producing. So then we brought it home and I get to use it for streaming and whatnot. So hopefully I'll get some better quality pictures out of it than this little Logitech webcam I got going on here. Take another sip of this. In terms of streaming, I haven't really done any gaming streams in a long time. Been mostly doing co-working streams while I'm studying and working on papers, and can't really do during tests for the MBA because that has to be proctored and you can't have any extra webcams or extra monitors or anything like that. But during the days when I'm just reading or watching videos or working on papers, then I can have the co-working stream going and you can feel free to drop in and say hi. And lend me your support. Tell me, hey DM, you got this. And I will say, thank you very much, random chatter. You are appreciated. You're always welcome to hang out, listen to the RPG music. Hopefully it helps you study and focus and get your work done as much as it helps me. At some point I need to actually get a fast enough computer that I can play some real games, because this one is kind of on its last legs. The Windows 10 updates are going to stop in October from what I heard, so eventually I'm going to need to get a Windows 11 machine, and this one is not compatible. the CPU on it is one of the ones that's not supported for Windows 11, so gonna have to actually build a new PC. Thinking about maybe getting a 3D graphics card once I have some money saved up, and, wanna see if I can do, like, a piecemeal upgrade where first I get a 3D card for this computer for as long as it lasts, and then upgrade to a Windows 11 and take the card out, put it in that one. I don't know if it's really gonna be possible. I don't know if, there's gonna be any sort of, bottlenecking on this one, like if the CPU can't handle a good enough GPU, and it might not make sense to get a really old, junky GPU. There's probably some minimal overhead that goes into the cost on that. And I haven't really touched PC hardware in a long time. I never really got too deep into knowing what you need in terms of CPU speed and GPU and memory and all that stuff. The one time that I did build my own PC back around 2001 or 2002, it, didn't turn out very well. Had some issues with, wiring shorting out and whatnot. Can also just, like, hook up a console to the, video capture and play games that way on it. That might be what I end up doing for the short term. I would kind of like to start doing online D&D streams. Uh, if I can get people to play on those, that would be pretty cool. But, like, about a month from now, back to school time starts. My son's gonna start college up again for his, June this month, and hopefully I'll have a job soon, and, if not, kinda go from there and see what happens. Speaking of which, I am available to, commission for freelance programming work if you have something that you think is a cool idea and you wanna have some software custom made for it, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Or a website or, video editing or anything like that that you need. I've got free time for it now. Hopefully not for too much longer, but, you know, either way, let me know if you need help. Stuff's good. But anyways, I gotta go take care of some stuff around the house and, work on cleaning this room up. Hope you've, enjoyed this little catch-up session. Hope you're doing well and enjoying life. Hope to see you on a stream sometime soon. My Yorkies will probably say hi because 'cause they're, chilling in the crates while I'm studying, and they're hanging out, and sometimes they'll be on stream, so you can look for them too. But at any rate, stay well, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.